Good morning and welcome to Ebona, the 103.5 FM. Today, the 6th day of January 2025. Today is a Monday and the time is 2 minutes past the hour of 7. It's time for newspaper headlines on Ebona, the 103.5 FM. This morning, we are going to take you through the news, making the headlines on Nigerian newspapers. But before we do that, let's go for a short break. When we come back, we'll continue on the stories, making the headlines. Please stay with us.
Presents Media Talent Hunt and Skill Acquisition Show. Are you an upcoming model, actor, rap, R&B, gospel, reggae, or high life musician? Are you trying to find your footing on social media? Do you want to earn money with talents and skills? Do not look any further. Sign up for Ebona, the 103.5 FM Media Talent Hunt and Skill Acquisition Show. Today, you will have the opportunity to learn and become an expert in video coverage, photography, film editing, music production, advertising and social media marketing, content creation, filmmaking, radio drama, magazine production, and many more. Register today at Ebona, the 103.5 FM Ogidi, opposite Obrike Boys, inside European Residency Hotel Ogidi. For more information, call or WhatsApp 080 65 796599.
103.5 Ebonadi FM.
You're welcome back to newspaper headlines on Ebona, the 103.5 FM. This morning, we are going to take you through the news, making the headlines on The Guardian, Leadership, Vanguard, Sun, Punch, Daily Post, The Nation. This day, and if time permits, we are also going to take a look at Nigerian Tribune newspapers. Remember that you can become part of the conversation by sending your reactions via SMS or WhatsApp messages on 081 38 39 7740 or 081 39 25 6742 or 080 65 79 6599. I am Martin. Let's get started with the Guardian newspaper this morning. Why Ibadan Airport Circular Road projects are strategic to Oyo's economic turnaround. Peacemaker stabs man to death in Delta. Police nab burglary suspect in Ogun. Hamzat Ulusi Orders for Arabic Center's graduation. Harvard alumnus seeks a consultation on tax reform. Sanwo-Olu promises to make Lagos envy of others this year. Ondo declares a 3-day mourning for late SSG. Concerns over Igbo leaders' silence on Kanu at Tinubu's meeting. MMCC decries delay of $27.29 billion Escavos Seaport project. Terrorists kill Mayit Allah, chairman, 3 others in Castena. Castena assures investors of ease of doing business. Lagos government stages roadshow to market tourism sites, boost GDP. Nasima, miffed by private sector performance in 2024. Alia, Akume's rift deepens as supporters exchange wars. 4 feared dead. Property destroyed as a petrol tanker explodes in Delta. Atuase, the third, Saraki, Badenoch. Others make list of 100 most reputable Africans. Diri assures Nigerians of a fruitful 2025 at Crusade. SEC to intensify surveillance crackdown on Ponzi scheme operators. HEDA demands effective remediation efforts from IOCs. Federal government. Arawa youths play proposed job cuts by CBN. Group allege plot to undermine Dangote refinery. Play Obasanjo's remarks on refineries. Vandals of Abuja highway sewage manhole covers arrested, says FCT. Vandals of Abuja highway sewage manhole covers arrested, says FCT. Insurgencies insecurity to end in 2025. Chief of Defense Staff tells personnel. Family donates 100 million naira food items to orphanages in Lagos. National Drug Law Enforcement Agency nabs kingpin filmmaker over illicit drug shipments. Police rescue 18 abducted victims, rustled animals in Castena. DFC approves $3 billion transactions for Q1 2025 target. African female entrepreneurs urged to embrace sustainability. Chinese foreign minister begins African tour. Castena assures investors of ease of doing business. Lagos State, we've taken this. Mosop urges federal government to address underdevelopment of Ogoniland. Diri assures Nigerians of fruitful 2025 at Crusade. Still on the stories making the headlines on the Guardian newspaper this morning. Ondo declares a 3-day mourning for late SSG. Governor Yusuf visits father's grave on 62nd birthday. Police confirm killing of Mayit Allah chairman, 3 others in Castena. Ohaneze ready to elect new president general January 10th. Mufasa roused to top of North American box office. Travelers decry exorbitant fares at Ibadan motor parks. INEC denies a plan to destroy 6 million unclaimed PVCs. El Rufai denies joining PDP. PTA fee hike sparks outrage at Lagos Technical College. Tinubu to attend John Mahama's inauguration in Ghana. Rivers police investigate alleged assault on lady. Tanker laden with petrol falls, burst into flames in Delta. NAWC celebrates as Army decorates first female warrant officer. Chives commemorates killings in 2015 clash with Army amidst tears. Tax reform. Northern elders seek dialogue, want bill suspended. Wanzo celebrates Governor Yusuf on 62nd birthday. Cost of revenue collection hits 924.73 billion naira in 2024 amid calls for scrapping. Biden awards Messi 18 others a Presidential Medal of Freedom. Castena to recruit 70 forest guards. RCCG fast. 2025, Adeboye declares 100-day fasting for Nigeria's turnaround. Senator Natasha celebrates the late Nuhu Yakub's legacy. PWKY will breed future leaders, says Apokagi. Former Greek Prime Minister Costa Simitis dies, aged 88. Bird flu outbreaks strike Japan farms. Bird flu outbreaks strike Japan farms. Southeast leaders urge Tinubu to dismantle roadblocks, revive Anambra Basin. Why ASU hasn't declared strike despite challenges? Professor Osodeke. That's the much we can take from the Guardian newspaper this morning. Still on the stories making the headlines on Nigerian newspapers this morning from the Guardian newspaper, we'll flip over to the leadership newspaper. Bandits kill mate Allah chairman in Castina. I did not defect to PDP or any other party. El Rufai. Positive signals for healthcare. Yobe SEMA awards staff, other volunteers for dedication, honesty. We will sustain all infrastructural economic policies in 2025. Buni, Yobe government inaugurates 8-man climate change mitigation council. Saudi releases 3 Nigerian ladies from jail. 2027, I won't be a party to stopping anyone seeking second term. Governor Nwifuru. Traditional institutions crucial for national unity, development. Tinubu, insecurity, PPPN, tax Tinubu, Mutfwang on drone use, others, telecom tariff hike. Governor Fintri presents a letter of credence to Hoba. Why we won Carnival Calabar for second time. Why we won Carnival Calabar for second time. Kanu speaker celebrates Governor Yusuf at 62. INEC denies a plan to destroy 6 million uncollected PVCs. Remain vigilant. Sustain onslaught against bad elements. Governor Sani. CBN facilitates a refund of 7.05 billion naira. 714,569 to bank customers. CBN facilitates a refund of 7.05 billion naira, 714,569 to bank customers. Diallo's late equalizer aims Man United deserved draw at Liverpool. Enenche, wife, got rousing welcome at Kuza. Abducted EYN pastors regain freedom in Adamawa. INEC denies a plan to destroy 6 million uncollected PVCs. My rumored defection from APC, fake news, says El Rufai. Governor Fintri presents letter of appointment to new toll Hoba. Many fear dead as a petrol tanker goes up in flames in Delta. Suspected vandals of Abuja Highway sewage manhole covers arrested. Ayedatiwa declares a 3-day morning prayers in honor of late SSG. Liverpool, Manchester United march to hold despite heavy snow. Elon Musk calls for Nigel Farage's ouster as a reformed UK leader. Governor Alia settles 1.5 billion naira promotion areas, hazard allowances of BSUTH workers. Construction workers injured as a 3-story building collapses in rivers. Police rescue 4 kidnapped victims in Imo. Arrest 17 suspects for murder in Ebonyi. Beverage brand partners influencers to promote wellness, drive market engagement. National Drug Law Enforcement Agency arrests wanted Lagos socialite. Nollywood filmmaker over illicit drug shipments. Makes reactions, trail loan sharks, a posting of 87 debtors' photos online. Buhari, NILDS DG, mourn as ex-University of Abuja Vice Chancellor. Yakub dies. Kogi, government to reclaim illegally occupied housing units. That's the much we can take from the leadership newspaper this morning. You are listening to newspaper headlines on Ebona, the 103.5 FM. Remember that you can become part of the conversation by sending your reactions via SMS or WhatsApp messages on 081 or 081 or you can equally reach us on 08065796599. Still on the stories making the headlines on Nigerian newspapers this morning, from the leadership newspaper, we'll flip over to the Vanguard newspaper. Nasima, man, LCCI orders a cut way forward for economic growth. 2025. Nasima, Manufacturing Association of Nigeria, LCCI, orders chart way forward for economic growth. Fubara can transact business with 3 lawmakers, court rules. 2027. Some PDP governors may defect to APC. Source: net forest inflows rises 65.7% to 469 billion naira. Net forest inflows rises 65.7% to 4.692 billion dollars. 2015 Chites army clash. I am now paralyzed, victim alleges. No plan to destroy 6 million PVC, says INEC. PDP will produce more governors in 2027, National Working Committee. Edo, Opeboro, PDP go to war over 2 local government areas. Wike, Odili's food not good for rivers development. Ogbebo, 2027, some PDP governors may defect to APC. Source: Army dismantles 20 illegal refineries, arrest oil tips, seizes 190,000 liters. Adeboye, Badenoch, Elumelu make list of 100 most reputable Africans. Terrorists kill Mayit Allah chairman, abduct wife's daughter. 8 financial mistakes to avoid in 2025. 7 injured as 3-story building collapses in Rivers. FCT police arrest woman for abandoning day-old baby in bush. Police dismiss viral post alleging DCP's arrest with bandits. I plan to have 6 wives, says Delta musician set to marry 3 women same day. Fast depreciating values. Nigerians go for foreign used phones. Still on the stories making the headlines on the Vanguard newspaper this morning, concerns over Igbo leaders' silence on Kanu at Tinubu's meeting. When I take a little deep into the story, even with the security issues since his incarceration, including weekly Monday sit at home, leaders and stakeholders of Igbo land at the weekend failed to present the issue of releasing the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, Nnamdi Kanu, at a town hall meeting with President Bola Tinubu. This is contrary to the expectations of many Igbo that the visit would offer the opportunity to make a pronouncement on Kanu. Several Igbo leaders believe that the release of Kanu, who has been detained since 2021, will be instrumental to the restoration of security and peace in Igbo land. While a good number of them have visited him in custody, others have individually asked the president to order his release. Less than 24 hours after he assumed office as the President General of Ohanaeze Ndigbo 2 weeks ago, Nze Fidelis Ozichukwu had called on Tinubu to release Kanu to end insecurity in the region. For more on that story, please get yourself a copy of the Vanguard newspaper this morning. And still on the stories making the headlines on Nigerian newspapers this morning, from the Vanguard newspaper, we'll flip over to the Sun newspaper. Marketers seek 100 billion naira loan to prevent closure of 10,000 businesses. 2024, private sector's poor performance worries Nasima. BUA Group refutes 90% completion claim on refinery, affirms steady progress. At Pastor Evans' 30th anniversary, Falana seeks politicians' accountability to Nigerians. Mutfang's spokesman organizes peace and unity tournament. Foundation celebrates with senior citizens. Opposition's quest for new platform. 2027. Opposition's quest for new platform. How logo change. Kanu Emirate crisis split NMPP. El Rufai addresses a report of defection to PDP. Declare your stance on Wike and Fubara face-off. Kuka Wada tells Abe. Ayedatiwa declares a 3-day mourning prayers for late Ondo SSG. Events that will shape 2025. Equities market. Why investor fears persist despite stronger regulations. Equities open 2025 with 1.42% weekly gain. Investor optimism soars. Mba, we need more private sector persons in government. Tinubu. Nathaniel Bassi to minister at Trump's inaugural prayer breakfast. Nigerian, 9 others win Future African Leaders Award by Pastor Oyakilomi's Foundation. And that's the most we can take from the Sun newspaper this morning. Still on the stories making the headlines on Nigerian newspapers this morning from the Sun newspaper, we'll flip over to the Punch newspaper. Tinubu attends Ghanaian President-elect Mahama's inauguration today. Yuletide holidays, Lagos, Kanu, Delta, others schools resume today. Lagos committed to local government autonomy, Sanwo-Olu. Lagos Island undergoing urban renewal, Commissioner. APC dismisses PDP's threat to unseat Oyebanji in 2026. Bandits kill Mayit Allah leader months after abducting predecessor. Labour Party can win 2027 poll without major party. Communities demand action as Lakarawa teams up with bandits. Rivers ex-commissioner berates Wike for attacking Odili. Chites allege lack of justice for 2015 Zaria massacre. Ensure federal character in mass retirement. Northern youths tell CBN. Mba taking Enugu on path of 21st century development. Tinubu. Still on the stories making the headlines on the Punch newspaper this morning. Kaduna, Katsina commend Nigerian Air Force onslaught against criminals. Tinubu hosts Awujale says traditional institutions are crucial for unity. LWC tackles pipeline leakages to improve water supply. Artisans, traders to benefit from NSITF hazard compensation. Managing Director, PDP will produce more governors in 2027, says National Working Committee. Ayedatiwa declares a 3-day mourning for late SSG. Southern traditional rulers among food stampede victims. Experts urge government to arrest public schools decline. Ododo vows justice for slain farmers. Reps to extend time limit for sexual offenders prosecution. Nigerian Air Force promotes 47 officers in Gombe. Doctors ask federal government to reverse brain drain, improve welfare. New virus, federal government tightens monitoring to quarantine China's passengers. Scholars advise against misinformation of Sharia. Hamas proposes releasing 34 hostages in Israel deal talks. SEC pledges crackdown on Ponzi scams, promises a stronger capital market. Army destroys 21 illegal refineries, arrests 11 suspects in Niger Delta. Wike vows to end vandalism in FCT. Police hunt killers of Castana Mayit Allah leader. El Rufai denies defection to PDP. That's the much we can take from the Punch newspaper this morning. From the Punch newspaper, we'll flip over to Daily Post newspaper. Kanu, Governor Yusuf's commissioner, resigns. Saudi Arabia releases three Nigerian women arrested for possession of cocaine. Nigeria railway system a mess. Miss Nollywood International, Hassana. Tinubu to attend inauguration of Ghana President-elect John Mahama. Nathaniel Bassey to minister at Trump's inaugural prayer breakfast in US. Kaduna, Governor Sani's aide, Rachel Averik, alleges assassination attempt. Ayedatiwa declares a 3-day mourning for late Ondo SSG. Governor Sani reaffirms support for military operations in Kaduna. Israel accuses Hezbollah of violating ceasefire agreement. Ribadu, Adeboye, Enenche, listed among 100 most reputable Africans. Governor Yusuf announces key appointments, swearing in of new commissioners Monday. Israeli strikes kill 9 people in Gaza. That's the much we can take from the Daily Post newspaper this morning. From the Daily Post newspaper, we'll flip over to the Nation newspaper. No team, no exemption from withholding tax. No tax identification number, no exemption from withholding tax. Still on the Nation newspaper this morning, Nigeria's at Donald Trump's inaugural prayer breakfast. Federal government secures release of 3 Nigerians prosecuted for drug trafficking in Saudi Arabia. Finnish government releases 2 of EPA's accomplices. Added to Nigerians, always praise God despite challenges. Ayedatiwa declares 3 days mourning over death of SSG. Onion farmers attribute price hike, scarcity to flood, climate change. You are listening to newspaper headlines on Ebona at the 103.5 FM. When I go for a short break, when we come back, we'll continue on the stories making the headlines on the Nation newspaper. Please stay with us.
Ebona, the 103.5 FM Ogidi presents Media Talent Hunt and Skill Acquisition Show. Are you an upcoming model, actor, rap, R&B, gospel, reggae, or high life musician? Are you trying to find your footing on social media? Do you want to earn money with talents and skills? Do not look any further. Sign up for Ebona, the 103.5 FM Media Talent Hunt and Skill Acquisition Show. Today, you will have the opportunity to learn and become an expert in video coverage, photography, film editing, music production, advertising and social media marketing, content creation, filmmaking, radio drama, magazine production, and many more. Register today at Ebona, the 103.5 FM Ogidi, opposite Ogunite Boys, inside European Residency Hotel Ogidi. For more information, call or WhatsApp 080 65 79 6599.
Abụ onye Anambra mụrụ ọdagịgị m na ọ na-abụ mbata Anambra steeti na-achọ ebe ibe na-eme ọ dịka enwe ife na-akọ m ya m wee kpee ezigbote enyi m nwoke wee jụbịa kedu ebe ibe na-eme na Anambra steeti o wee sị m ka ọ na m anụbeghị maka Residency Hotel Leofin Ogidi m wee sị enyi m nwoke ọ gịnị na-eme na Residency Hotel Leofin Ogidi ọsị m chelụ m na ebe ọ na-achọ ịpịa m na-abụ ole sị m na enwe executive rooms and suites na Ogidi na Residency Some come at the restaurant, the chef for the Belden, I can't drop your money by this year, and listen. What's the German their outdoor arena? My wedding, traditional marriage, dedication, naming ceremony, shows and displays. Some Nabang swimming pool, and all one way for what I said, you won't even really lose up and then within where I can never even the man on a residency hotels, you feel. Come on, or let all is in one residency hotel, you feel well secured in a serene environment. On kilometer 13, Old Enugu Onitsha Expressway. So look more, Magana made there, and my phone number on your Munga book here, na 081 40 933 512. And my papa just now, come book.
How best can we talk about the challenges we are having on our streets, our community, our society in general? Street report. If we do not address these challenges on EBONADI FM, who will, as the happenings around us get as complicated as they can be? Hello, government. Street report is here to make sense of it all. Street report is causing social change across your streets. In your community, Street report is here with hardcore journalism to get to the root of our problem. Why don't you join me, Martin Ifanish, number the force every Friday, 4:30 p.m. on EBONADI 103.5 FM as Street reports unfolds in your face. On EBONADI 24/7, 24/7. Man is a political animal. That's why we all have our views on politics. Political views come to you at EBONADI 103.5 FM with Martin Ifanish every Monday, 3 o'clock p.m. to 4:30 p.m. and Saturday, 10 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. It's all about the day-to-day activities in the Nigerian political space. Views of political actors from various political parties on political process. Views of labor leaders. And most importantly, your views. Views of the common Nigerian. Tune in to EBONADI 103.5 FM or you join online via mixlr.com/gistfm every Monday and Saturday. What are your political views? Keep a date. EBONADI 103.5 FM. Napapoa production. Not my business. When I will tell you, HJ radio drama, here we go. Akụkọ ihe n'ime ogbe. HJ radio drama, here we go. Can I tell you every Monday, 8 o'clock p.m. with broadcast on Saturday, 3 o'clock p.m. Now, EBONADI 103.5 FM. If you move by finish your business,
Amara mi rewa di la amo, como una gado, na ko na ni ko na ye. Uke ka ku ke wona ana ma bu na ye mo le.
Ekokwana ka call dinka call.
You're welcome back to Newspaper Headlines on Ebona, the 103.5 FM. Remember that you can become part of the conversation by sending your reactions via SMS or WhatsApp messages on 081 38 39 7740 or 081 39 25 6742. You can equally reach us on 080 65 79 6599. We are on to the Nation newspaper. Onion farmers attribute price hike scarcity to flood, climate change. No plan to destroy uncollected PVC, says INEC. Government to complete Kanu rail line this year. Military considers engaging local arms manufacturers. Ukupe, Tinubu's Enugu visit a game changer. Council celebrates Christmas with 350 children. Parents still on the stories, making headlines on the Nation newspaper this morning. Philanthropists lift 200 with 100 million naira in Kwara. Cases surge as China faces outbreak of respiratory virus HMPV. Federal government approves additional bailout for CRFFN. My poetry is too for societal rebate. OT gets nod for second term. Foundation upskills rural women. APC chief to residents keep hope alive. Church holds annual prayer. Gas explosion in rivers injures couple, children, 18 others. Sanwo-Olu pledges enhanced welfare, democratic benefits for residents. 10 major crops to grow for profit in Nigeria. Women Affairs Minister felicitates APC women leader on birthday. Sanwo-Olu pledges enhanced welfare, democratic benefits for residents. 10 major crops to grow for profit in Nigeria. Women Affairs Minister, we've taken this. Ohaneze to elect new President General January 10th. Ex-NMPC GMD to clerics. Your hands must be clean to speak truth to leaders. NSITF to expand employees compensation scheme to informal sector. That's the most we can take from the Nation newspaper this morning. Still on the stories making the headlines on Nigerian newspapers this morning from the Nation newspaper, we'll flip over to this day newspaper. Oyedele, his committee didn't consult. Governors refused to meet with us. PDP with cry of hunger, poverty, we can produce president, more governors in 2027. In Enugu, Tinubu says Nigeria must encourage more private sector players into politics. Lord's Mba's performance. Nasima, private sector's 2024 economic performance unsatisfactory. Nasima, private sector's 2024 economic performance unsatisfactory. CNG, Tetracor collaborates with Dangote Cement on adequate supply in country. Management, BUA's 200,000 barrel per day oil refinery progressing, not 90% completed yet. CNG, Tetracor collaborates with Dangote Cement on adequate supply in country. Nasima, we've taken this. Tinubu to attend inauguration of John Mahama as a president of Ghana. Gas explosion injures 20 persons in Rivers. Chief of Defense Staff to frontline troops, take the fight to criminals' hideouts, flush them out completely. Nigerian subscribers hit with 40% surge in telecom tariff hike, new year, new burden. SEC vows to crack down on Ponzi schemes to protect investors. Niger Delta Development Commission to continue development of solar-powered street lights in Niger Delta to improve security. That's the much we can take from this day newspaper this morning. From this day newspaper, we'll flip over to Nigerian Tribune. Outcry over persistent power outage in Ebe. Onion farmers link price hike scarcity to flood, climate change. Tinubu to attend Mahama's inauguration as Ghana's president. NLC, TUC outline workers' expectations to government for 2025. Federal government's unfulfilled agreements. Nigerian lecturers have run out of patience. ASU president. Evolving beyond minimum viable products, turning a finished product into a perfect product. Regulations as a smart impetus for growth. Fulani, Hausa, Yoruba truths. The fuel dispensing fraud at filling stations. 10 years running without aviation boards. Managing disruptive role of artificial intelligence in insurance industry. Outcry over persistent power outage in Ebe. Ways to avoid becoming sociopaths and psychopaths. Hamas releases video of 19-year-old Israeli in hostage. Biden to sign Social Security Fairness Act into law. 158 Democrats oppose bill to deport immigrant sex offenders in U.S. Eyes alert. Winter storm hits many U.S. states. Over 60 million under heavy snow. U.S. Nathaniel Bassey to minister at Trump's inaugural prayer breakfast. I don't blame those who judge from afar. Iyabo Ojo. Many fear dead as a petrol tanker explodes in Delta. Police hunt killers of businessman in Delta. Security operatives arrest vandals of Abuja highway sewage manhole covers. That's the much we can take from the Nigerian Tribune newspaper, and that will also mark the conclusion of all that we have for you on this particular edition of newspaper headlines on Ebona, the 103.5 FM. Remember that you can become part of the conversation by sending your reactions via SMS or WhatsApp messages on 081 38 39 7740 or 081 39 25 6742 or 080 65 79 6599. Now we flip over to our WhatsApp portal. On our WhatsApp portal this morning, we have this message. It's coming from Valentine Edene from Mumpo, and he says it's a good development for Igbo, for Igbo leaders to begin or being a roundtable meeting over Nnamdi Kanu's release. Even a blind man knows that his release will bring peace and others in Igbo land. And for Hamas, Hezbollah, Houthis, and other Arabic nations, this current war will be their reminder that Israel is after God's heart, because they have started looking for help, asking Israel to 34 people, but time is around the corner. They will cry for help if they don't bring all captives. Valentine Edene from Ukbo, thank you so much for joining us this morning. On our SMS portal this morning, we have this message is coming from Agonabo. He's joining us from Ofa Aguluzibo, and he says Igbo's silence over Nnamdi Kanu in the meeting, and people are worried. This is what people are saying, that we don't have a representative in Abuja. We only have psychophants melody on the newspaper. And how can they talk about Igbos that are in person and harassment and imagination, and that addresses issue of Southeast development? Okay, thank you so much for joining us this morning, Agonabo, joining us from Ofa Aguluzibo. Still on our SMS portal this morning, we have this message is coming from Ogochukwu Ifechukwu from Ogidi, and she says, let the government of Nigeria warn all these tanker drivers to stop their movement in the daytime, to stop all these tanker explosions. And El Rufai is old enough to join any party of his choice. Ogochukwu Ifechukwu from Ogidi, thank you so much for joining us this morning. Still on our SMS portal, we have this message. It's coming from Abuchi from Ukbo, and it says the Nigerian government is trying in some bases, but they need to work hard about the standard and help to reduce the price of fuel so it can help to decrease some things in our country. Thank you. Okay, thank you so much for joining us this morning, Abuchi from Ukbo. Thank you so much. We also have this message is coming from Honorable Onyedeka Osakwe, and he says criminality and the strange crimes has taken over the polity. People are inventing new crime ideas and unleash mayhem to the innocent. The killings and the maiming going on throughout the nation. What is the government doing to stop all these menaces? Nothing. People are okay, nothing. And he says people are dying every day due to the activities of bandits and kidnappers. Thank you so much for joining us this morning, Honorable Onyedeka Osakwe. Well, this is the spot where we'll call it a day on this particular edition of Newspaper Headlines on Ebonade 103.5 FM. Remember, it comes your way weekdays in the morning, once it's 7 o'clock. So keep a date and don't touch the dial of Ebonade 103.5 FM once it's 8:20 this morning. We'll be back with Birthday Splash. Till we meet again, I am Martin. Have a beautiful morning.
Ebonade 103.5 FM Ogidi presents Media Talent Hunt and Skill Acquisition Show. Are you an upcoming model, actor, rap, R&B, gospel, reggae, or high life musician? Are you trying to find your footing on social media? Do you want to earn money with talents and skills? Do not look any further. Sign up for Ebonade 103.5 FM Media Talent Hunt and Skill Acquisition Show. Today, you will have the opportunity to learn and become an expert in video coverage, photography, film editing, music production, advertising and social media marketing, content creation, filmmaking, radio drama, magazine production, and many more. Register today at Ebonadi 103.5 FM Ogidi, opposite Obunike Boys, inside European Residency Hotel Ogidi. For more information, call or WhatsApp 080 6579 6599. Napapoa production. Police vigilante. My business. When I will tell you, HJ radio drama, Erico. Hey, Mama, HJ radio drama, Erico, Ghana Dialogue every Monday, 8 o'clock p.m. With broadcast on Saturday, 3 o'clock p.m. Now, Ebonadi 103.5 FM.
If you move and finish your business,
Amara mi le wa di la mo. Ko ko na ga do na na ko na ni ko na ye. Nke ka ku ke wona na ma bu ku na ye mo le.
How best can we talk about the challenges we are having on our streets, our community, our society in general? Street report. If we do not address these challenges on Ebonadi FM, who will? As the happenings around us get as complicated as they can be,
Government,
whatever. Street report is here to make sense of it all. Street report is causing social change across your streets. In your community, Street report is here with hardcore journalism to get to the roots of our problem. Why don't you join me, Martin Ifanishku, number the force every Friday, 4:30 p.m. on Ebonadi 103.5 FM as Street reports unfolds
in your face.
On Emas Ebonadi corner
24/7, 24/7.
Man is a political animal. That's why we all have our views on politics. Political views come to you at Ebonadi 103.5 FM. It's Martin Epan Shukumi is here every Monday, 3 o'clock p.m. to 4:30 p.m. and Saturday, 10 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. It's all about the day-to-day activities in the Nigerian political space. Views of political actors from various political parties on political process. Views of labor leaders. And most importantly, your views. Views of the common Nigerian. Tune in to Ebonadi 103.5 FM or you join online via mixlr.com/gistfm every Monday and Saturday. What are your political views? Keep a date.
Ladies and gentlemen, tighten your seatbelt as we take you on this smooth ride.
Let's go!
It's the morning drive on 103.5 Ebonadi FM, keeping your morning engaging as we take you through the smoothest ride on radio from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. Getting your morning inspired, be informed. Let's interact only on the morning drive. Make it a date with
Martin, aka Metal, on Ebonadi 103.5 FM
from Monday to Friday, 7 a.m. to to 9 a.m. on the morning
Okay.
drive.
Guys, thank you. Like, subscribe, and share, right? Hit the subscribe button right here. We rock. Nalo.